The CES coverage is sponsored by Luxor, Las Vegas. Get to the point. Rooms start at $40. You can go over to tpn.tv for the Luxor advertisement, which is the gateway to savings.
CES coverage sponsored by Audible.com, where books come alive. Listen to a bestseller on your iPod or MP3 and get a free trial at audiopodcast.com/CES.
CES coverage sponsored by GoDaddy.com, the leader in domain names, web hosting services. New GoDaddy customers save 25% by using promo code CES25 at GoDaddy.com.
Grant, welcome to the show. Todd Cochran. So I have very little info on you guys. What can you tell me about your company?
Well, the big news at CES for Other World Computing, and that's what OWC stands for, is we introduced a new line of SandForce processor-based SSDs at the show, first of their kind on the market. We have one for the new 2010 MacBook Air that's 3 times the capacity of the factory SSD, as well as 22% faster than the factory SSD.
Wow.
We have a line for the 2008-2009 MBAs that actually make them faster than the 2010 model from the factory. And then not to forget our legacy users out there, we have the first SandForce-based processor SSDs for IDE ATA machines. So your PowerBook, your iBook, your Power Mac users. And, you know, someone might say, well, why do you mess around with, you know, those older machines?
Right.
We call them legacy machines. There's millions of them out there, and now someone can put in a drive, an SSD, and for your listeners, it's solid-state drive,
right?
And get just incredible performance, almost make it as fast as a new machine.
Now, one thing that a question, basically, what's driving this whole show is a box called a TriCaster, and I was asking the folks at the company that developed this new tech why they didn't go to SSD, and they said, while read is super great and it's fat, he says there's so much write inconsistencies across the board, in other words, write speed to SSDs, that they didn't feel confident going to an SSD drive for the write speeds as far as the performance needed to be able to copy video to hard drive. So where's that going in the SSD space?
Well, great question. And that's why I was very clear in saying SandForce-based SSD processors, so, or processor-based SSDs. SandForce processors are really the leading edge in controllers for SSDs.
Right.
There's no degradation in the speed on read or writes over the lifetime of the drive. They have such intelligent, they have a technology called DuraClass, which ensures efficient block management and wear leveling. So the drives really just, they start fast and they stay fast. And that's been the rub on SSDs for a while now from some other major manufacturers that, you know, great, they're great out of the box, but then they slow down.
Right.
That's not the case with the OWC Mercury Pro line.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's the big announcement then on the drives this year?
Absolutely.
And so what's the availability on that product line?
Well, we're actually, because we're the first to announce, we're taking orders right now, and we hope to be fulfilling orders by the end of this week.
So do you guys then, is your drives have the OWC brand on it, or do you create drives for different manufacturers and they resell?
It's a brand name. You know, maybe your audience, if it's a broader-based PC users, we're kind of, I like to refer to us as the 600-pound gorilla in the Mac market, but we're the little fish in the PC market. And you know, it's interesting company history, very much Apple-like. It was founded 23 years ago by a 14-year-old young man. He's still our founder and CEO.
Wow.
And we've grown to, when someone says, you know, what kind of memory or upgrade should I get for my machine, people say OWC.
Wow. And well, you know, I've got 2 Macs, never done any upgrades on the hard drive side to them, but I know a lot of guys are. That's the big thing is, you know, everyone's, as a matter of fact, Jack's bragging about your SSD upgrade to on the Mac. So what?
That's the only thing I use.
So what did, you know, did you go with an OWC SSD drive?
I did. I have 2 of them.
Sweet. There you go. Thank you, Jack.
So he knows, you know, he knows more than I do on this topic. So
well, and what you found, Jack, isn't it almost like, you know, because the other rub, Todd, is that people get hung up on the capacity. They're like, well, 40 gig and 120. It's really about the performance that it brings to your machine. You put your apps and your OS on it as you know, for just instantaneous access to them, and then offload your storage externally.
That's exactly what I've done. I put all my documents, my videos, audio, I don't know, I spindle drive, and I have the OS and programs on the SSD, and it just comes right up.
I mean, it's once you've done it, you can't go back, right?
In fact, I have my laptop timed, and it boots in 24 seconds.
There you go.
So for those that are not completely familiar with AWC, where can they go find this new product?
www.macsales.com.
Okay.
But realize that when someone hears that and they're a Win user, and we love you guys too, you know, it's just like any other drive. It's formatable. So, you know, and we do have a line of external drives that use, you know, hard drives as well that, you know, are award-winning and high performance, and, you know, they're compatible with Macs and PCs. So
Outstanding. Well, good luck with the show. Thank you for
Todd.
coming by. Appreciate it. And see, I learned something today, so I'll be definitely going over and checking you guys out.
We have a lot of stuff for your Mac. Give us a call. We'll take care of you.
Probably going to impact my credit card a little more too, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. Thanks, Grant. Thank you for coming on.